Hello and welcome to Mike's Red Hat Storage videos. My name is Mike Flannery and I'm a storage solution architect at Red Hat. In this video, I will be showing you how to easily create virtual servers for setting up a small demo Red Hat Ceph cluster. We will be using virt install to create the virtual machines from the command line and using kickstart files to provide information to the Red Hat installer automatically. After the virtual machines are created, we will use virsh to take a snapshot of our brand new virtual machines. The cluster I will be creating will consist of a client server and a Ceph admin server, as well as 3 monitor nodes and 3 OSD nodes. Additionally, on the OSD nodes, I will be creating 3 additional virtual disks to provide more storage for the Ceph storage cluster. This is an example of one of the virt install commands I execute. Some items worth noting in the command include the network settings, where 2 virtual networks will be created, and the disk section, where I create a 9 gig virtual drive for the operating system and 3 more 10 gig virtual drives for additional storage. I provide the location of the ISO file in the location option, the name and location of the kickstart file in the initrd-inject option, and then I pass the name of the kickstart file in the extra args option. Lastly, I do not want a console window to be started when I start the virt install command, so I'm providing the -- no auto console option to prevent any console window from starting up. Now let's take a look at one of the kickstart files. Kickstart files are called anaconda-ks.cfg and can be found in the root directory of newly installed Red Hat servers. Here's a screenshot of my /root directory. I pulled my kickstart file from a Red Hat Enterprise Linux 7.3 server that was created using the minimal install. Some items I changed in this file include adding the shutdown line to force the system to reboot once the install is complete, and adding the network information section where I provide the IP addresses for 2 virtual networks we created with the virt install command and the host name for the server. I edited the network information section for each server that I was creating and saved each one as a separate kickstart file. One more item to note is that when I created my rel minimal server, I set the root password. That password is encrypted here and used in each of my 8 kickstart files, so that root will have the same password on each of my 8 servers. To automatically create my cluster, I created a bash shell script called create-vms.sh that calls 8 virt-install commands, each using one of the 8 kickstart files. This will create the 8 virtual servers I need to run my cluster. After the virtual machines have been created, I take a snapshot of each one in case I need to revert back to a known good state on one or more of my virtual servers. Let's make some virtual machines. Here you can see me execute my create-vms.sh script. The script will first prompt me for the public and private networks, and then show me all of the names of the virtual machines I currently have in my KVM system. This script will create virtual machines called mon1, mon2, mon3, OSD 1, 2, and 3, Ceph admin, and client. And if any of these names already exist, the script will fail. Since I don't have instances with those names, I'm good to go. Creating the 8 VMs will take quite a while, so I will stop the video here. Thanks for watching this video on how to create virtual machines for a Red Hat Ceph storage cluster demo. Be sure to catch my other videos where I show how to install the Red Hat Storage Console, how to install a Ceph cluster using the Red Hat Storage Console, and how to connect to the Ceph storage using a Ceph RBD and using object APIs in Python.